back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making Anzac Biscuits. I'm hoping crispy on the outside and chewy in the middle. I'm going camping at the weekend and I'm going to take these with me and hopefully they are a hit. I'll get to it. Okay, so first things first, we're going to get our oven heating to 140 degrees fan. And then in terms of ingredients, we've got a cup of plain flour, a cup of rolled oats, 2/3 of a cup of brown sugar, 2/3 of a cup of desiccated coconut. I'm going to be using 2 tablespoons of golden syrup, a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, 125 grams of butter. So first things first is to combine all the dry ingredients in a bowl. So we've got the flour, the oats, desiccated coconut, and the brown sugar. And we're just going to whisk these together with a whisk until it's all combined and there's no lumps of sugar left in there. If there's any lumps of sugar left, you can just run them through your fingers like that. And then next thing is to melt the butter and the sugar over the hob. So we've got 125 grams of butter and 2 tablespoons of golden syrup. If you've watched my videos before, you'll know that I always have to do a little bit extra golden syrup just because it's my favourite. So I've done 2 and a bit. And we also need 2 tablespoons of cold water. So I'm going to heat this on a medium heat. And I'm just going to keep stirring for about 2 minutes until the butter has melted. So I mentioned I was going camping at the weekend. That's not strictly true. My boyfriend and I are borrowing my parents' camper van and we're going camper vanning. So some would argue that that doesn't count as camping. But I am glad that these biscuits apparently transport well because I'm sure they're going to get bashed around a little bit. Okay, the butter has all melted, so I'm just going to pop in my 1 level teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. And what we'll see happening is that it starts to make the mixture fizzy. So there we can see the mixture's going a little fizzy. So we can take that off the heat and we're quite simply going to pour our butter mixture into our flour and oat mix. There we go, give that a stir. And there we go, we've got a beautiful gooey mixture, looks absolutely delicious. Perfect. So we're now going to grab our tablespoon and just take a level tablespoon of the mixture and roll them in our hands into little balls. That one wasn't quite full. We've got to put them spaced out on the tray about 5 centimetres apart because they will expand and spread and we don't want them to stick to each other. The mixture keeps well in the fridge, so I'm just going to do 6 today and keep the rest in the fridge. So here's our little dough balls, about the size of a little golf ball, about 6 on each tray, so we've got some space for the cookies to expand. We're just going to gently press on the top of each cookie. And now we're ready for the oven. So if we want them to stay a little bit chewy, then 10 to 12 minutes. If you want them crispy, then 14 to 16 minutes. I'm obviously only going to do them for 10 to 12 minutes. timer all set. I'll see you shortly. Okay, cookies are out of the oven and looking amazing. I'm just going to leave them to firm up for a couple of minutes on the tray, and then I'll move them over to the cooling rack. So I'm just going to carefully move them over to cool on a wire rack. Okay, it is time to taste, and oh my gosh, I am so excited. They are delicious. They are so chewy and golden syrupy. I can taste the coconut. I think I could honestly eat the whole batch and everything that's in the fridge. Another 10 out of 10 from me, if I do say so myself. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you back again soon. Bye.